What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome to another unboxing video for fanboysanonymous.com. As you can see right here, we've got the Hero Box. You can also see my hands. Hello, I am Tony Manco, your host. We have two different choices that we could have had this time around for the SuperHeroStuff Hero Box. They are going to tie into Doctor Strange, which of course turned into the Doctor Strange box. And to tie into Halloween, they have the more mysterious mystery box of just called Villains. Now, that could be anything. It could be Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, that guy that cut me off in line yesterday. What a villain that guy was. So, I don't know exactly what we're going to get in here. Very curious. Villains are ranging from the best of all time, like Lex Luthor and the Joker and Green Goblin and those kind of people, and it could be people like Big Wheel. And I highly doubt that we're going to get some like Big Wheel socks or something like that. But you know what? If that happens, that's pretty cool. Just that they thought of that anyway. We have a new definition of villains with the Suicide Squad that had just came out earlier this year. So maybe we're going to get some heroes and anti-heroes mixed in. I don't know. But without further ado, let's go ahead, open this up. I already took out all of the packaging that you don't necessarily need to see because, you know, who cares about like a brown paper bag kind of stuff. And I undid this one already, but let's start off with that one. This is a Venom Glass. Bring that a little bit closer to the camera here. Venom is one of those anti-heroes that I was just mentioning. Very cool. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, Spider-Man characters outside of Spider-Man himself. I always think that Venom doesn't get enough credit. He's awesome. And the only one that's like maybe better than Venom is Carnage. But I like Venom a little bit more because he is a good guy and a bad guy mixed in. So he's a little bit more intricate like that. And damn it, we need a new version of Venom in the movies. Something that's actually good. So, glass with Venom on it. Pretty cool. Hopefully I'm not drinking a symbiote. Or is it symbiote? I don't know. They never really figured out how to say that, did they? We've got ourselves a little pop. And put that up on the screen right here. This is Yellow Jacket from Ant-Man. Little bobblehead. I'll open that up and show you guys in a little bit more detail. He's pretty big for being the same thing that can shrink and all that. I'm curious about that. So, as I just said, I will open that up and you'll be able to see that in a little bit more detail later on. But we have another pop here. We have adorbs of the Riddler, which all these dorbs are always pretty adorable, like they say. They just, I don't know, you give something a rounded head and a little smiley face, and it's going to end up being more adorable. I love the Riddler. I think that he's one of the most underrated villains that are out there because they always go with the Frank Gorshin and Jim Carrey versions. But man, the Batman animated series, that's where it's at. That's what we need to see in a movie. We need to see the Riddler who is smart, calculating, can actually get things done. Here's another side view of the different other dorbs that are available, if you are into the Batman stuff like that. Look at how cute the Scarecrow one is. That's ridiculous. So, again, I will open this up and you'll be able to see that in a little bit more detail a little bit later on. We've got some socks. Always a pair of socks in here. Here's the Joker. And on the other side, Joke's on You. Another pair of socks. So no Big Wheel socks, but hey. Looks like we have a t-shirt. Always a t-shirt. And this is Loki, but again, it's always better to open this up and show you guys when it's all spread out. So I will do that in a bit. Toss that off to the side for now. I do like the idea of a Loki t-shirt, though. Here we have Hydra. Hail Hydra, everybody. Nice little keychain. One of those metal keychains, really thick, really sturdy. So if you are on the bad side of things and you support Hydra instead of S.H.I.E.L.D., put this on your keychain, let everybody know, whisper in their ear. We got a whole bunch of little things that are at the bottom of this. So with the power of editing, I have taken out everything else in the box. It's up on top here because it's all littler things and that would take up a little bit too much more time. But one thing I want to start off with, this is always in the box, it's your 15% off coupon. 15HeroBox is the code that you want to use. So if you are going to be picking up the next set of boxes, or you want to backtrack and go to one of the other boxes that you've seen, maybe you really like what's inside and you want to get that stuff for yourself, use that code, send some love their way, pick up a box. You're going to appreciate it, I'm sure. And we've got a bumper sticker here. Villains number 66 rulebook. Never disclose your evil plan. Well, they're going to die anyway, so go ahead, disclose anyway. Good rule to follow if you're a villain. If you remember Kingsman, he's like, oh, this is where I'm going to talk about that. Now I'm just going to shoot you in the head. Works when you do that, right? We usually have a little comic here. I'm going to put that up on the screen as close as I possibly can get for you guys to read. Let's wait until that camera focuses a little bit. You going to focus? You going to focus? Maybe not. Hello. It's time for you to focus. Alright, there we go. We got a little bit more better of a picture. Blocking that a little bit. So there you go. There's your little comic strip. We usually have a magnet, and actually the pin is stuck to it too. So here's our magnet, Catwoman. I would go so far as to say Catwoman's not really a villain. I think that she is more of a hero than anything. I always root for Catwoman and Batman to get together. But she is a villain to an extent. We've got our pin, LexCorp. There we go. Now the camera's focusing. I would have been disappointed if there wasn't a Lex Luthor thing, because Lex Luthor is top 2 maybe villain of all time. I think Joker is still number 1, but Lex is definitely up there. So out of all the pins that we've gotten over all these different boxes, this might be my favorite one. I like Lex a lot. We've got ourselves a wallet. For those who didn't think that the Venom Glass was enough, here is a Venom wallet. Take that rubber band off. Show you guys. Same back and forth. So if you need a wallet, there you go. And last but not least, we have a license plate. Joker Gotham license plate. Visit GothamCity.com. This is actually pretty cool. I like this a lot. You know, I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. I'm going to hang this up somewhere. Not on my car, because I don't want to get anything confused. But I think that this is one of the coolest, most different things that they've had in these boxes, because there's always a t-shirt, there's always some pops, that kind of stuff like that, and they're always cool. But one of the things that's most fun about these is when you get something completely different that you weren't necessarily expecting. Like we had that bottle opener, which I was like, wait a minute, we got bottle openers now too and stuff like that. And this license plate, did not see that coming, so that's pretty cool. So again, with the power of editing, I am going to show you guys off those 2 pops and that t-shirt, and then we're going to round everything up and show you the entire box laid out to tell you what the whole scope of everything was. So as promised, here are those 2 little pops. We've got the Dorbs of Riddler. If you wanted to see what it is all the way around, let's give them a little 360 spin. Riddler going through space, I guess that's what you can call this one, if we want to do some kind of experimental video or something like that. But he's got the little bowler hat and everything. I think that this is super cute. And towering over him, which is really odd to say, is Yellow Jacket. This is actually one of the sturdiest bobbleheads that I think that I've gotten so far. Of course, it does have that bobblehead kind of thing going on. It's got this base to it, which I think is pretty cool, because the other ones have a pretty simple base. This is actually like a solid kind of thing. Here's a look at him all the way around. He's got those little, what do they call those things in the back? The little like stingers, kind of, I guess you can call them. Makes him a little bit more formidable of an opponent. Yellow Jacket was pretty cool. For a character that kind of sucks, they made him really cool in the movie. So I actually really dig this pop too, because you know, it's good to have like a whole bunch of Batman things and stuff like that, but it's interesting to have Black Panther and Yellow Jacket and some of the more obscure, even though they're not really obscure anymore, but those guys are pretty cool too, so I really like that a lot. It looks really awesome on the shelf. I can already see that going up next to a couple of those things like Captain Phasma and whatnot. So here's your pops. There you go. Show you guys the t-shirt in a second. So here's your look at the t-shirt, everybody. Get ready for a Loki day. It's got Loki on the front, as you can tell by the picture that is up on the screen right now. You know, if I like wearing these different things to the movie premieres that are coming out, and we do have Thor Ragnarok coming up, I think, like October or November of next year. So for sure, I'm going to be wearing this shirt, giving my support to Loki, one of the best villains that they have in the MCU. Very cool character. I love that character a lot. So a Loki t-shirt, very cool addition to the mix. So here is our breakdown, our showcase of everything that's in the box. We got the Dorbs, the bobblehead, the t-shirt, the license plate, the comic strip, the bumper sticker, the Venom Glass, the Venom wallet, the Lex Luthor button, Hydra keychain, Catwoman magnet. Obviously, this is a good haul, everybody. I'm a big fan of this one. This might be one of my favorite ones yet because there's a lot of variety. There's some interesting things from all over the place. Marvel, DC, the anti-heroes, the straight-up villains. I like this box a lot. My favorite thing of the box probably is going to be the Yellow Jacket bobblehead, although, you know what, I have to admit, that little Dorbs of the Riddler is very, very close to it. It might end up superseding it at some point. I dig the t-shirt a lot too, and I think that the license plate's pretty interesting, so I actually dig a lot of this box, but I'm curious what you guys have to say. What do you think is the best thing out of the box that you would enjoy the most out of all this stuff? And remember, of course, as always, there is that 15% off coupon. Use that code that's up on the screen right now and make sure that you apply that to your next order, because why not save some money, right? There's a variety of different themes they have on the site. You should be seeing them on your screens right now with the little slider, the Villains box. We got the Doctor Strange one, Legends of CW, I already did that one. Thor was one of the most recent ones as well. Green Lantern, Star Trek, Captain America, Daredevil, Incredible Hulk, Invincible Iron Man, Wonder Woman, Nightwing and Robin, all these different varieties on there. So make sure that you guys peep them out, browse their catalog, just because they have more things other than the hero boxes. So you can find that all over the place on their little sections here. Lots of goodies there. Make sure you show them some love on my behalf for sending this box to Fanboys Anonymous. Big thanks as always to the Superhero Stuff team. Another big thumbs up from me. Another great box. The more you guys get the word out there and share superhero stuff with your friends, the more that they can do for you in the future, add more crazy things to the boxes and stuff like that. So it's a win-win. And the same thing applies to Fanboys Anonymous, because if you guys subscribe to the channel, you give us a like on this video, you spread the word about us, then the crazier stuff that we can do, the more content that we can put out there. So thank you all for listening, everybody. Thank you to SuperHeroStuff.com for sending this my way. That'll do me in for this unboxing. See you next time, everybody. Geeks out.